Let me come to your rescue, Leonard Council. It did make effect on me when I read this.
Yes.
So you've made your point. Please move
I'll
on.
move on.
Please move on to your next
I won't-
submission.
I don't know relevance or irrelevance. Probably on the irrelevant part is that you should Chano be in every memorandum and see if it conforms to Pakistan's constitution. Okay. The other thing is a person is now claiming a right. Two rights they are claiming. One are seats for women. Suppose the political party says no women allowed in a political party. In my opinion, that would become a relevant fact.
Yes.
People may disagree.
Yes.
Another party may say, fine, very good, we only want Christians, we only want Muslims, we want... But then you can't claim, in my opinion, another seat because you are in violation of your constitution, because that will be a contradiction in terms. To that extent, I would definitely, and when we talk about inclusivity, this is very, very, very important. And problems of Pakistan is when we forget what the constitution says, what this country means, what this flag means. Is it all irrelevant to just focus on something? We have to push. I mean, if we are going with a larger thing, then this is even larger than the larger thing.
We appreciate your...
अब आगे बढ़ें.
आप आगे बढ़ें. आप अपने submissions करें.
My lord, now I come to formulation number 1, and very, very quickly, I'll be quick. May I read 51, and I will read section 51 without saying anything, and section 104, and then I will give my section. I'll read article 51, my lord,
Article 50.
and then I will read section 104, and then I'll substantiate my formulation number 1. मानो मैंने अभी तक बिल्कुल नहीं पढ़ा है. मैंने एक दफा भी नहीं पढ़ा सर. Sir, since it is common ground that the constitutional provisions regulating allocation of reserved seats to women and non-Muslims, same process, constitutional scheme and principles will apply. I am going to, since it's all been read many times, I seek my Lord's leave to just read 51DE. I'm going to read 51DE and section 104, and then I'll make my submissions. And I can read any other provision, of course, that my Lords wish.
आप E नहीं पढ़ेंगे. You don't want to read E.
I want to read, sir, E first.
पढ़िए.
G. Because there's a point I want to make. Members to the seats reserved for non-Muslims shall be elected in accordance with law through proportional representation system of political parties' lists of candidates on the basis of total number of general seats won by each political party in the National Assembly. This is the principal clause, and it's followed by a proviso. Provided that for the purpose of this paragraph, the total number of general seats won by a political party shall include the independent returned candidate or candidates who may duly join such political party within 3 days of the publication in the official gazette of the names of the returned candidates. Now, my lord, I will read section 104 and I'll make cumulative submissions on both. Section 104 of the Elections Act now, my lord, with my lord's leave. I'm going to read the whole section, my lord, all 7 subsections. 8. For the purpose, is it before all my lords? For the purpose of election to seats reserved for women and non-Muslims in an assembly, comma, the political parties contesting election for such seats shall, within the period fixed by the Commission for submission of nomination papers, file separate lists of their candidates in order of priority for seats reserved for women and non-Muslims with the Commission, or as it may direct with the Provincial Election Commissioner or other authorized officer of the Commission, who shall forthwith cause such lists to be published for the information of the public. Provided that the list submitted by a political party shall not be subject to change or alteration either in the order of priority or through addition of new names in the list or omission of any name after expiry of the date of the submission of nomination papers. 2. The party's list referred to in subsection 1 may contain as many names of additional candidates as a political party may deem necessary for contesting general seats reserved for women and non-Muslims, to provide for any disqualification of candidates during scrutiny of nomination papers or for filling of any vacant seats during the term of an assembly. 3. A candidate to a seat reserved for women or non-Muslims shall file the nomination papers on the form on or before the last date fixed for filing nomination papers for the election, and the nomination papers shall, as nearly as possible, be scrutinized in the same manner as nomination papers of candidates on general seats are scrutinized under section 62. 4. If at any time the party list is exhausted, the political party may submit a name for any vacancy for which may occur thereafter, and the provisions of subsections 1, 2, and 3 shall, as nearly as possible, apply to fill such vacancy. 5. Where a seat reserved for women or non-Muslims in an assembly falls vacant as a result of death, resignation, or disqualification of a member, it shall be filled in by the next person in order of precedence from the party's list of candidates submitted to the Commission under subsection 1. 7. A candidate contesting election on a seat reserved for women or non-Muslims shall, along with his nomination papers and its annexures, submit to the returning officer appointed by the Commission in this behalf a copy of the party's list of candidates, political party for such seats, declaration and statement in support of the nomination, and proof of deposit of fee required for filing nomination papers. 8. Where there is an equality of share on reserved seats between two or more political parties, the returning officer shall declare the returned candidate by drawing of lots. Now, my lord, may I return
miss it, or did you skip 6?
6 आपने नहीं पढ़ा.
I was thinking I had, my lord, in my, I'll read it, I beg your pardon, I suspected I had missed it. Before notifying the name of the next person in order of priority from the party list, such person shall submit a declaration on oath that since the filing of his nomination paper, he has not become subject to any disqualification contained in Article 63.
Then sir, kindly read explanation to Rule 94 as well. Don't skip that.
Okay, sir.
Explanation to Rule 94 of the Rules of 2017, Chapter 6. Go to the direct explanation attached with Rule 94.
For the purposes of this rule, the expression political party means a political party to which a symbol has been allocated by the Commission.
Yes.
ठीक है जी. Sir, now may I come back to E, and I've read everything, so now I will make my humble.
Is this explanation is not in conflict with the definition provided in section 2 of the Act?
Beg your pardon, sir, I didn't hear.
क्या ये जो explanation है, ये Act में section 2 में दिए हुए party definition के against नहीं?
May I answer this after I've made my? I just want to give. मैंने अभी एक section पढ़ा है बगैर किसी उसके.
उन्होंने कहा ठीक है बाद में करो.
Oh, grateful, sir. Grateful, sir.
देखा नोट कर दे सर.
मध्यम आवाजों को भी तवज्जो दीजिए.
Zarur, sir. Sir, I've been endeavoring to answer at least, I don't know what the score is, but anyway. Sir, E. Sir, E.
ये तो पढ़ लिया आपने.
जी, अब मैं अपने submissions दे रहा हूँ. Paragraph E is followed by a proviso. In my humble submission, it is a classic proviso. The classic function of a proviso is to either include or exclude something which appears to, or on a reading of the principal clause, is excluded or included. So it gives a carve out in a positive or a negative sense. That's exactly what it does. This one is my humble submission, number one. Number two, just for argument's sake, my lords, please now again read the principal clause with me, and for this moment only assume there is no proviso. So we get the sense of the principal clause, and then we'll figure out what the carve out is, because this is what is happening. So my lord, I read E as if there is no proviso. The members to the seats reserved for non-Muslims shall be elected in accordance with law through proportional representation system of political parties' lists of candidates on the basis of total number of general seats won by each political party in the National Assembly. Right now I'm pretending the proviso doesn't exist. And that the expressions secure and won are clearly intended to be used interchangeably. I read E because it's just clearer, but my humble submission is that the expression secure in D also means won. To my mind, my lord, one indicates winning a general seat by the political party which is the claimant of reserve seats on its own steam, to which something is to be added in the proviso. The principal clause on reading as if the proviso doesn't exist would bar everything else, and if it wasn't there, then reserve seats would be allotted only to political parties which participated in the election and were present in the relevant assembly. There are 5 relevant assemblies, the National Assembly and the 4 provincial assemblies. So wherever you claim a reserve seat, you should have presence. You should have won a seat. The appellant does not meet this condition, admittedly. Now, my lords, we read it again as a proviso, as a principal clause with a proviso, and the proviso is doing the carve out. It is on its reading of its own. Independents have nothing to do with this political party because their political party is entitled to reserve seats based on whatever it has won on its own steam. Now we come to the proviso, which creates a very special exception, as observed by my Lord, Mr. Justice Muni also. By using these words, provided that for the purposes of this paragraph. This means only for this paragraph. We can't even take these principles and kind of extrapolate or import them into anything else. For the purposes of this paragraph only, the Constitution creates an exception and says, if a independent joins you in 3 days, you already have won something, you can add those independents to whatever you won. If an independent joins you on the 4th day and you've won something, tough luck. If 300 independents join you on the 4th day, no reserve seats for you. Those individuals will not be taken into the math for calculating the share of reserve seats. It's very, very clear. This, my lords, is my humble, plain reading of the constitutional text. It does not require a scholarly, creative interpretation because, to my mind, there is no anomaly or doubt in it so as to move towards some more advanced constitutional gymnastics. It does not ask for that, and whether we like it or not, this is what it says. If it is a bitter pill to swallow, it's a bitter pill to swallow. But it does not give room for these novel interpretations advanced on behalf of the appellant. Secondly, the appellant's interpretation requires reading in and implying into 51D, E, and 106. And at the same time, I will now, my lord, count how many subsections of section 104, in my humble submission, have to be completely ignored, as if they don't exist, read them down, pretend they don't apply. There's two formulations given. One is read it down, for which you have to first establish conflict with the constitutional provision or a fundamental right. I submit 51D and E are so clear, there is no conflict. Secondly, the first words in 51D and E, my lords, are in accordance with law, and then the rest follows. The in accordance with law is not at the end. It's in accordance with law, and then all of the rest of the Angrezi comes. The law is clearly the Elections Act and the Elections Rules, and I don't go on that because my Lord Mr. Justice Munib Akhtar has observed this, and I agree. So I'm not going into the rules at all.
According with the law, section 104.
सर वो रूल 92 कह देता है कि लॉ का मतलब ये है द एक्ट एंड द रूल्स
104.
बट अगर सर वो वहां पे ना भी लिखा हो, डू वी कैन एनीवन सीरियसली से कि इस लॉ का मतलब कुछ इट्स द स्टैम्प एक्ट? नो, it's these two laws. Third, they have not impugned the vires.
51D के बारे में आपने कहा कि it's a very literal interpretation, no need of any creative and progressive and whatever it may be. तो उसमें ये बात भी तो आपको बतानी पड़ेगी ना कि लेफ्ट ओवर सीट जो एक्स्ट्रा सीट्स है वो इसमें कैसे
मैं आ जाऊंगा. That is my lady question, and I will address it directly, and that's one question that my ladyship will feel I have answered. She may not like my answer, but I will answer it directly and head on, sir. In just a few minutes.
क्वेश्चन यही है ना, प्रोपोर्शनल रिप्रेजेंटेशन सिस्टम.
सर मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूँ.
जो सीटें आपने जीती उसका शेयर मिल गया, जो लेफ्ट ओवर है वो फिर रीअलोकेट होती है.
नहीं सर, ये मैं क्लैरिफाई कर दूंगा. ये अभी can I have just a few more minutes, and I'm grateful for the space this is the most space I've got so far. And it's very nice. It feels good. It feels nice. Sir 104 not impugned. In the High Court, impugned, rejected. Pleadings impugned. In oral submissions in the Supreme Court, specifically, completely a different position taken. Impugning section 104 dropped,
Where
Submission
did
made, sir, in oral submissions ये कहते हैं,
No, in the High Court, was it impugned?
yes, and the High Court gave a finding then that there's nothing.
And then, but here they don't impugn it.
Here, in my notes say that learned counsel for the appellant said, I don't need to impugn 104. His position is, and with utmost respect, I was a little bit confused because it seems kind of contradictory, but what my understanding of the position is, it's for the court to decide. With respect, I am not impugning this, the appellate's argument, according to my notes.
Yes, yes.
I do not impugn 104 because I don't need to, because 104 does not apply to these particular circumstances. This is my understanding of their submission. I've summed it up. My response, Article 51, as I said, the opening part of the operative part says, in accordance with law. Let's just get rid of section 104 for a moment, sir. Ye nahi hai. Is Article 51 workable? Without this, I've just dropped this. This doesn't exist. Can Article 51D practically apply कर दे मेरे लिए बगैर 104 के?
नहीं, but इसके अंदर देखिए,
It's not possible. Sir, मैं आपने अगर खत्म कर दूं तो मैं आपको जवाब दे दूंगा, please. Sir, I beg you, sir, I beg you,
आप
please.
खत्म करने
I
में-
beg you, sir, please.
साथ साथ सुनते भी जाएं।
नहीं,
Sir,
नहीं,
मुझे इतनी
आप
space
देखें-
पहली दफा मिली है. I'm
आप जरा
enjoying it.
चले,
Just a few minutes of space, sir. I'm always happy to answer your questions, sir. I'm grateful for this special indulgence.
No, please
Sir,
continue.
Sir,
Abdullah, get ready.
Abdullah. Sir,
Hey, sorry, but if I may add, I empathize with any counsel standing there and arguing, and particularly before the full court. And there is always a chain of thought, and sometimes you get very mixed up.
Lord, it's happened to me sir, many
So,
times.
chale, please, chale.
Can I
We
take
also
one?
we also save time this way, chale, but that won't absolve you from subsequent.
Yes, I know. That's exactly what I thought when you said. छुट्टी तो बचोगे तो नहीं. बाद में
Just
देना
trying to
पड़ेगा.
spread it out. Now you want it all at the end. Okay, your choice.
Sikandar Sahab, I think.
Sir, मैं ये answer कर दूं.
Sikandar
Sir, मैं ये
Sahab,
please
on
ये
a
answer
lighter
कर-
note,
जी.
I think the other councils were not treated differently.
Okay, sir.
They were treated probably
Sir, I'm
more
not
harsh
getting into the debate, but I am in competition on who answers the most questions. I want to win that one. If not, the case is with my lords on a profession. Sir, I come back. So, Vairies has not been challenged. It's been expressly conceded or dropped, that argument. And that is
Got it, move ahead.
Next, I will now answer. So, sir, ये मेरे हो गए that it flows from the Constitution, no repetition. Now I come to this issue of my ladyship's question and my lords and other, that there appears to the court, and the appellate seems convinced, that the allocations as made are inconsistent or contrary to the expression, अभी हम उस पे आ जाते हैं उसकी language पे, the expression is proportional representation system of political parties' lists of candidates. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I think ये जो मैंने पढ़ा है ये this is like one bunch, this whole thing. The proportional representation system, sir, you can't just stop here and take it in the
No,
vacuum.
before you just mention this, can you just tell us a fact?
Sir.
Did PTI give a list of candidates?
Yes.
Abhi, I haven't. A question. Second question. Did Sunni Ittihad Council give a list?
No, Sunniyat did not. They didn't contest election on their
आप simple जवाब.
मैं answer
Factual जवाब दे देना, please.
Answer to question number one, yes, PTI did, and the list I've asked for, it will be produced today before I
No,
conclude.
SIC ने तो नहीं दी.
And answer to question number two, no.
तो उनका लेटर था ना, आपने कल पढ़वाया था कि मैं हम
वो तो ज्वाइंट
कंटेस्ट नहीं कर रहे.
उन्होंने खुद ही कहा वो जो
PTI को
खाता है-
कोई आपने रिजर्व सीट्स दी?
जी
PTI?
no sir, not at all,
आपने नहीं दी?
no, not at all.
They contested.
Sir, now I come to the proportional.
Because Sikandar, in fact, the election commission
excluded them from the election process on the basis of a judgment of this court. So say that, take that position, it's a very clear position. But if this court says or comes to the conclusion that the election commission had grossly misinterpreted that judgment, what would be the consequence?
Let that come in the judgment, my lord.
No, not the judgment.
It seems it's like that question is above my pay grade.
I am answer. Then read when you again and again are talking about the text of the Constitution. Read Article 17. It does not authorize you to exclude a political party from the electoral process. You have violated, speaking for myself, Article 17, and that is the text of the Constitution.
That was the text. I agree with my lord to the extent that Article 17 is also in the text of the Constitution.
आगे बढ़े ना चलें करें.
Sir, so up on proportionality.
आपको कितना वक्त और लगेगा?